Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. On the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on, Victor Oladipo.
He plays with a frenetic energy, a great rebounder and defender. With his strength and athleticism, I think Oladipo could become one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA.
Love his game. Victor Oladipo. He gets it done at both ends, fellas. The real deal, and I think he's got a really good future in the NBA.
With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. You know, it's getting pretty urgent for them, fellas, during this losing streak, going without a win in their last 6 games.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You've got to make things happen.
Yeah, but I think, Clark, what's happened is they've lost some confidence. And sometimes when you do that, you end up forcing plays. So it's a delicate balance. You know, they have to regain some confidence with their attitude, with their effort. And I think things will turn, but it's going to take some work.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Well, there's no doubt they played well enough to win that game. It truly could have gone either way, Clark.
Well, the lesson in this one is you can't just play well for 3.5 quarters and expect to win. I mean, they didn't close it out the way they should have. That's on them.
Now let's find out what head coach Jock Vaughn had to say to DB. Doris?
He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league. And he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective, slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot, but sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Lin, following the bucket by Orlando. Outside for Kobe. Just 4 to shoot.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Young, a good look. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Young's got 5 points so far.
Jeremy Lin is a bit of a scoring point guard. He's best with the ball in his hands, but not necessarily an elite scorer playmaker. He's trying to broaden out his game so he can play off the ball as well.
Now, here's Oladipo. Right now averaging 7 points a game. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there. Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, we'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
Steve Nash checked in for Los Angeles. You guys were talking about Vucevic developing inside Steve. There's also some work to do defensively.
Yeah, still a bit foul-prone. He's got to follow the Roy Hibbert school of defense, remaining vertical, walling off the rim, and avoiding those fouls.
And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Nuggets in Denver.
And you know what was most impressive? They've wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
Here's Nash after the made shot from Johnson. Clock at 6. Nash kicks to Boozer. Defended by Gordon. Boozer can't get it to go.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
And counts the bucket. And that reminds me, did either of you guys see him in that last press conference?
with him, it's always team, team, team in his answers. He's always about the team, and he never lets himself get dragged into a conversation about himself for very long at all, guys.
And, you know, reporters may not like it because he's not going to give you the most exciting sound bites over and over again. But you know what? Those comments do send a clear message to the rest of the organization that he's on board with what they're doing.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin. And I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Back to Young. From outside the arc. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Oladipo against Nash. And Oladipo kicks to Johnson. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Johnson's got 6.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Outside, Lynn. With the lead pass. And Hill throws it down.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
The Lakers in the lead. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
This might not be a marquee matchup by NBA standards, but it holds, I think, a little bit of appeal. They split this season series a year ago.
Even though they did split those 2 games, there wasn't a whole lot of drama to the series, given the struggles, Clark, that each team went through.
Yeah, you know what? The networks were not clamoring to put these teams on the marquee. That's for sure. These games were being hidden, if you will.
The Lakers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Now here's Payton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Steve Nash. Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise over the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams have worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
The Magic trail by 6. Johnson with a screen on Lynn. Oladipo dishes to Harris. Pass to Johnson. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Johnson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter.
And, you know, for the Lakers, no competition from football. There's not a pro football team in the L.A. market. It's one of the top 2 markets in the country. And it is a basketball town. You look at their TV deal, which is really mind-boggling. It's worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. That gives you a lot of financial firepower.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Now in transition is Lynn. Here we go. And Johnson with the block. Oladipo with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Johnson. Can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers the other way.
Well, guys, you look at the financial resources for the Lakers, not the same advantage that it once was, because with the most recent CBA, it's really restricted spending. And the question is, how will that impact the Lakers moving forward?
6 on the shot clock. Johnson kicks it over to Nash. Get the shot. Here's Davis. Orlando grabs the miss. Johnson attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 10.
Getting it done offensively, guys. 5 for his first 7 shots. Not bad.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We'll look at Cleveland earning. Here's Lynn. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And so in the game for the Magic, Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. Payton is out there with Willie Green, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thanks, guys. Garbage man in their last game against the Nuggets was superb. He dropped in 32 points and really caused problems for shooters with his shot blocking, swatting away any look at the basket. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And, you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night.
Los Angeles leading by 11.
Jeremy Lin, really an attack guard. Quick and aggressive, always looking to penetrate and get into the paint.
And here's Kobe from the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Payton against Lin. He kicks it to Kobe. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Kobe's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, it started about a decade ago, but you would have to say that although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guard. There are a bunch of great ones out there, and that's pretty cyclical when you talk about the positions of dominance across the league throughout its history. It's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards are right there at the top of the heap.
Boozer with a screen for Lin. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. 3-on-3. Johnson, the pass to Green. That's good.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Point guard definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.
Well, and what's funny is that there are so many different types still. I mean, pure playmakers, scoring guards, do-it-all kind of guys. But, you know, now if you don't have a point guard who's one of your better players, your team is going to be at a big disadvantage most nights.
Young for 3. It's rebounded by Payton.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Nash with the block. Now in transition, it's Lin. Here we go. He feeds it to Young. Here's Davis. Johnson with the block. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the half.
And they're making a statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
Lin with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Randall with the bucket.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve, no doubt.
Payton kicks to Johnson. Can't hit, so the Lakers will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Young, here we go, and it's blocked.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And Oladipo kicks to Payton. Johnson with a screen on Nash. Payton dishes to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Here's Gordon, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
Yeah, if they want to avoid going into the half with this deficit, they need to stop settling for these long jump shots and attack the rim.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Randolph in for Payton. Nash against Oladipo. Nash kicks to Johnson. Johnson left side. That's good. Johnson's got his second basket of the game. The Magic trail by 10. Oladipo, the pass to Johnson. Johnson left side. Steps back and shoots. He squares up and sinks it. Johnson's got 18 points in the game.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
That's the end of
Lakers ahead, up 8.
your Lakers.
And we'll be back
49.
right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Your savings.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Please walk calmly out and away from the facility.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The second half just about to get going here.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. And it's Young in at the small forward. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of shielding himself from contact and finding a way to finish at the rim.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
Johnson.
And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them or to never have had stars at all?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them than lose them.
Oh, look out!
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Johnson's shot is off.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kobe Bryant certainly had a unique childhood, spending time in Italy where his father played professional basketball. Kobe said, once I moved overseas, the game of basketball became my refuge. I developed a passion and relationship with the game. My grandfather used to tape games and mail them to me. It was special just to sit down and watch the game. Gentlemen, over to you.
He's always had that passion. Thanks, Doris. Outside for Kobe. It's good from long range. Kobe's got 18 points.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Johnson with a screen on Lynn. Payton drives in. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Payton. Payton's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Lynn kicks to Young. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Outside Boozer. Kobe, no luck.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
And they double up Payton. He dishes it to Vucevic. And the pass to Johnson. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Kobe against Johnson. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Out of bounds.
Kobe Bryant with a 2-year extension worth almost $50 million, Steve, highest paid in the NBA.
You know, a lot of people, Kevin, thought he should have taken a pay cut. I don't agree with that. I mean, he's earned every penny he's made and then some. The big thing now is, can you build around him, particularly at the stage in his career where his best years are behind him. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for the Lakers.
5 on the clock. Back to Lynn. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles with another miss. The Magic trail by 8. Johnson attacking. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hill's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kobe dishes to Lynn. Back to Kobe. Shot on the wing. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 3rd rebound tonight. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in LA, Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, some injuries as well, and just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Johnson the screen. Payton passes to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 7th assist here tonight.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
And Nash gets double teamed. Feeds to Randall. Johnson right side. No good from the wing.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years.
Johnson against Nash. There's the feed to Lynn. Johnson outside. Fires from deep. They get it back. Here's Randall. Some solid defense from Johnson.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Wasted no time on that one. Johnson's got 14 points now in the second half.
And you know, for the Lakers with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. With the internet, players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success.
Johnson, good.
And that's his 2nd three-pointer of this half. Looks like he's starting to forget about that poor first half he had.
Payton right side. Oladipo off the bench from Johnson. And Oladipo kicks to Johnson. Dishes to Gordon. Passes it to Payton. Not really his range, and it's off target. Lakers leading by 8. Nash, the pass to Johnson. Kicks it to Lynn. The dish now to Nash. Releases from 15, and he gets it to go. Nash has got his first basket of the night. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. You look at Johnson. Here's inside defenders, tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, Aaron Gordon.
You know, as far as first-year players go, these two are as intimidating a pair of shot blockers as you're going to find.
Yeah, they've already shown they belong in this league, clearly, even if it's based solely on their defense. If you do something really well and it's only one thing, you can play in this league.
Here's Payton. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got 34.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back. Now we get a chance to check out Jeremy Lin. This past month, he's really set himself apart. You see how he matches up numbers-wise. 10th in steals. And, of course, passing, such a big part of his game, one of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
And, Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top 10 steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when appropriate, but he also can pick the pocket of the ball handler, too. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Sacre's shot is off.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
Back to Gordon. Fires for three. And yes, sir, that one drops. And now just a 3-point Laker lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Here's Sacre, and it's good off the glass. Sacre's got his first basket. The Magic trailed by 5. Johnson sets the screen for Oladipo. Leads him in there. Gordon dishes to Oladipo. Oladipo off the bench from Johnson. And it's Gordon penetrating. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Lakers just way behind.
Checking out Los Angeles. They've proven they have a long way to go if they're going to be a competitive team in this league.
And even if they weren't expected to play at a high level this year, I think most people felt they were capable of being better than what they're showing right now.
Pass to Kobe. Right side, Kobe. That one a little long.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Johnson goes in. A beautiful reverse layup. Johnson's got 38 points.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Kobe against Oladipo. Kobe kicks to Henry. He passes to Davis. He feeds it to Kobe. A fadeaway. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
On stands now. Grab the latest issue of 2K Style magazine. And on the cover, it's Garbage Man, a growing icon looking good both on and off the court.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Johnson in a two-guard. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. Then Gordon out there with Payton. Stolen by Gordon. Pass to Payton. And he dunks it down. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Lynn kicks to Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit from the elbow.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Shot by Johnson, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Young passes to Hill. Up top, Lynn. It's stolen by Vucevic. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
You know, adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Bruiser, blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Payton dishes to Johnson. Kobe with the steal. He kicks it to Young. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Laker lead. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Payton. The shot misses. Boozer with the defensive effort. Here's the Lakers with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They double-team Kobe. Lynn against Payton. Clock at 6. Young outside. Fires the 3. Again, Young missing.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out. Well, he's a real anchor for their defense, whether it's calling out screens or covering for his teammates.
Yeah, he's a great team defender as well, not just a good individual defender. And that, to me, makes the difference.
And Orlando making a change here. Oladipo's checked in.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Johnson against Kobe. Gordon with the defensive effort.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Payton kicks to Johnson. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Lakers trail. Now here's Lynn. Right side Lynn. Reverses. And he lays it up and in. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Steve, exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is a fun game to watch. Which team can kind of extend a lead and make a couple of big plays here, try to seize momentum. We'll see.
He dishes it to Kobe. Back to Lynn. The tray. And the shot is good. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
Well, and as hot as they've been, there's no need to change their offense. Just continue to play the way you're playing. You're going to get open looks.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
And no doubt the Houston fans really want to see their Rockets take that one. That's a good matchup there.
The pass to Payton. Back to Oladipo. Feeds it to Payton. He tries for 3. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. Boozer's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kobe kicks to Lynn. Young outside. Offline with his 3. Orlando trailing here. Johnson attacking. The feed now to Payton. Back to Johnson. Here's Vucevic. And the layup falls. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. Stayed with that play from start to finish.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Thank you, Doris. Payton drives in. No luck. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Hill sets the screen for Lynn. The rebound by Johnson. Hill passes to Kobe. Dishes it to Lynn. Back to Kobe. Another shot. They get the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 44. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Hill sets the screen for Lynn. Boozer dishes to Kobe. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a
Come on.
blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over this.
No, I just, you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusting.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And Oladipo kicks to Payton. Johnson with a screen on Lynn. Payton passes to Johnson. Payton drives in. Passes it to Oladipo. Shot clock at 3. From 13. And the basket by Johnson.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Lynn kicks to Kobe. In low to Boozer. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 8 points for Carlos Boozer. And it's the Magic with the ball. The lead is 2. Johnson with a screen on Lynn. Payton dishes to Oladipo. Back to Payton. Plenty of space. And he sinks the layup.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Kobe attacking. They double team Kobe. Then the pass to Kobe. Uses both hands to slam it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Oladipo off the block from Johnson. Payton outside. Back to Oladipo. Connects from downtown.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Kobe's shot is off.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Payton kicks to Johnson. Rebound the Lakers.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Lynn dishes to Hill. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot. Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
Willie Green's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Tobias Harris has checked in for Willie Green. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, so strategically everything changes a little bit. Those were very important foul shots.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Young outside. No good on the 3. And that's an intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he can't get either to fall. And here's Kobe, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Garbage Man.
You guys were rolling tonight, and you really seemed to be feeling it with your shot. How much of a factor did that play in the win?
Someone's always going to get hot. Tonight it happened to be me. And you can never just pick out one thing and say that's the reason we won the game. There's so much more to it than that. Sure, my shooting was a contributing factor, but you got to talk about all the rest of the stuff too if you want a complete story. I ain't going to get into all that though. You guys can figure it out on your own. For now, I'm just happy with that W.